going to start our second chapter, that is components of food. As we have already studied in our class, in our previous classes, what are the different components of food? So these are carbohydrates, fats, vitamins, proteins and minerals. These are the components of food. But in science, we need proof. How do we come to know, or how do we believe that food has these things? So, we are going to test some food for these nutrients. So, let us see our first test, that is the test for starch. Starch is a form of carbohydrate. So, in this starch, what we used to do, we take some raw food. Say for example, we take a potato. We cut it into a half. We take a small piece of potato and in that potato we put 2 to 3 drops of iodine solution. Yes, iodine solution. We put 2 to 3 drops of iodine solution and then we wait and we observe for the color change. If the potato changes its color to blue-black, that means the potato has starch in it. That means the change of color of potato to blue-black shows the presence of starch in it. Likewise, potato, we can test the same test for starch in other food items also, whatever we like to test. Now next is a test for protein. How do we come to know that the food we are eating has protein in it? So for this, we will take the raw food, we will make a paste out of it and then we will add 10 drops of water and shake it well. This will give us a liquid paste of the food. Then we will add 2 drops of copper sulfate. This is the name of chemical. 2 drops of copper sulfate we will add in the liquid paste of our food. Then we will add 10 drops of caustic soda. Yes, 10 drops of caustic soda, and after that we will shake the paste well. We will observe then for the color change. If the color changes to violet color, that means this color shows that the food item we are consuming is having protein in it. So let us now see the test for fats. Fats, this is a very simple test. You can take any of the material in which you want to take the test for fats. For example, if you want to test peanuts, whether it has fats or not, then take few peanuts, wrap it in a paper and crush them. Remember, while crushing, the paper should not be torn off. That means the paper should be intact. After that, remove the peanuts from the paper, clean the paper and then see the paper in the light. If you are able to see the patch, oily patch on the paper, this oily patch means that the fat is present in the peanut. In this way, you can also test other foods for the fat. Let us now understand what do various nutrients do for our body. So first we take a look about carbohydrates. Carbohydrates gives us energy. So whatever we do, we require energy for that. That energy comes from these carbohydrates. These carbohydrates are in the form of glucose or starch. Basically, we eat starch. That means whatever vegetables, fruits we eat, the vegetables they contain starch. So, let us see some sources of these carbohydrates. Cereals like wheat, barley, rice, all these are cereals. They contain carbohydrate. Potato, sweet potato, sugar, honey, all these are the sources of carbohydrates. So, when we are eating these sources, that means we are intaking carbohydrates. Now, let us see fats. Fats, they also give us energy. In fact, the energy given by fats is more than the energy the carbohydrates gives us. So, they gives us energy more than carbohydrates. But since fats are richest sources of energy, but they are highly expensive. Fats and oils. When we say fats, we also say oils. But they both are same. The only difference is fats are solid at room temperature, but oils, they are liquid at room temperature. But both are same. Fats can be obtained from plants as well as from animals. Let us see the sources of fats. Soybean oil, groundnut oil, butter, ghee, milk, etc. All these are sources of fats. Now next is proteins. Proteins help in making new cells. We have learned about cell. So our body is made up of cells. For that, protein helps in making new cells. It is needed for the growth and repair of our body. Hence, because they are needed for growth and repair of our body, they also make new cells. So, these proteins are also called as body building foods. Now, some of the sources of protein are milk, pulses, peas, cheese, etc. Now, let us see. There are foods which contain more than one nutrient, but one particular nutrient in those foods is in much larger quantity than the other nutrient. For example, if we take rice, it has carbohydrate, protein and fat, but the content of carbohydrate is more than protein or fats. So, it is called as carbohydrate rich food. Let us now understand about vitamins. Vitamins protects our body from diseases. They help in keeping our eyes, bones, teeth and gums healthy. So, vitamins are very much important, but they are not required in a huge quantity like we require other nutrients. They are essential but are required in small quantity. There are different kinds of vitamins. Some are vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin K and vitamin B complex. Vitamin B complex contains various subtypes of vitamin B like vitamin B1, B6, B5, B12. There are several other vitamin B types. So we call it as vitamin B complex. Now let us understand what are the functions of these vitamins. So vitamin A, it keeps our eyes and skin healthy. We get vitamin A from carrot, milk, papaya, etc. Now in vitamin C fights against diseases. So it helps build up our immune system. We get vitamin C from amla, oranges, spinach, etc. Now vitamin D, it uses the calcium. We drink milk. The calcium present in milk gets absorbed with the help of this vitamin D. So it uses the calcium for bones and teeth. We get this from milk, sunlight, etc. Vitamin E. Vitamin E supports our immune system and we get this vitamin E from nuts, almonds, etc. Now coming over to next vitamin, that is vitamin K. It is important in the way that it heals our wounds. If we get injured, then how our body repairs itself, how the bleeding stops. This is all done by vitamin K, and we get vitamin K from all green leafy vegetables. And coming over to next is vitamin B complex. It has various subtypes as I have told you just now. So it helps in growth and proper functioning of digestive system. So we get vitamin B from milk, cereals, potatoes, etc. Next is dietary fibers. Dietary fibers are not nutrients, but they are also a component of food. Similarly, water is also a component of food. Now, dietary fibers, these are also called as roughage. You can say roughage is the other name of dietary fiber. We obtain these dietary fibers from plant products like whole grains, fresh fruits, vegetables, etc. It does not provide any nutrient, as I said, it does not provide us nutrient, but it adds bulk to our food, and hence it helps getting rid of undigested food. Now next is water. Water helps in absorbing nutrients from food. Whatever food we eat, we have nutrients present in the food, but for them to get absorbed in our body, we require water. It helps in throwing out some waste from our body also in the form of urine and in the form of sweat. We get this water from liquids we drink, like we drink water, we drink tea, we drink milk. So in all these forms we are intaking water. We also, while cooking, we add water in our food. So that water also gets utilized in our body.